North Texas is one of the strongest markets in the country for volleyball right now, and there's a new sports team ready to spike, block, and dig their way right into Dallas. Dallas Pulse head coach Shannon Winzer and player Caroline Meuth are here to teach me how to do all the spiking and the digging and all the things. I'm not sure it'll go well, so maybe they'll just tell me about it. Good morning to you both. Glad that you're here.
Good morning.
My goodness. Okay, so Coach Winzer, I'm coming to you first. First and foremost, welcome to Texas. We were just talking about how you're from Vancouver, so she's getting settled. Tell me, what makes this team and this league, especially coming to this city, why is it so big? Why is this such a moment right now?
I mean, this is the first ever professional volleyball team in North Texas, and that's huge alone.
Yeah.
Historically, women have had to go overseas to play professional volleyball. They've had to play in Europe. They haven't been able to play here at home in the U.S. And the last few years, we've seen, some professional leagues take place here, and now players can stay home. They can have their friends and family here. So it's a first ever, but it's huge for women volleyball players.
Why do you think Dallas? Why was Dallas the right city?
I mean, you guys love your sport here in Dallas.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Sport is massive. This is an incredible market for sport, but women's sport on its own is growing tremendously. There's a huge volleyball market here. You produce some amazing volleyball players from Texas, but North Texas, tons of clubs. Tons of players playing our sport, so this is the perfect place for us.
It's already active in this community. Yeah. Why not grow it a little bit more? And then also representation matters, giving a little bit more hope that, okay, this career is attainable if you really want to stick to it and grow in it. Tell me a little bit, because you're not new to Texas. You're a San Antonio gal making her way into Dallas. So you played in Europe. Tell me the difference, the feeling of playing domestically versus internationally.
Well, internationally, it's just a very different game than we're used to in the United States. But the culture of just like living in these different countries is very different, obviously, than the United States. But it was just such a wonderful experience to get to experience all of that different stuff. But playing in the United States is just unmatched and something I could have never even dreamed of.
Top tier, and you're not even too far from your family and your home, which is great.
Exactly.
They get to do a little road trip and come up here and see you play, which I'm sure is a dream come true for them as well.
Yes.
My goodness. Tell me, what was that like, though, in the moment leading up, right? Because obviously girls growing up, they want to do this, whatever sport it is, professionally, right? They dump everything into it. And you actually got to the point where it's like, okay, I'm going to take this on professionally. What feeling is that to say, okay, I'm doing this, I'm in the room, I made it?
That is exactly how it feels. You kind of just, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm in this. Like, yeah. I am living something that literally wasn't even a dream of mine, because like we already talked about, it didn't exist just a couple of years ago. So to get to live something that literally was out of my dreams, it was something I couldn't have even imagined, I'm just so grateful to have that opportunity and get to represent the sport that I love and show people why I love it and why it's such an amazing thing.
Wow. Okay, so tell me, because then you're at the peak of this, you're feeling amazing, and then you realize that you have to give up this professional career. How do you go about that? And if you are comfortable with, tell us why.
Yeah, so I was overseas in Switzerland, and over the past year, my family was going through some pretty tough times. It actually started with my dad got diagnosed with stage 3 melanoma. And then my sister was actually hospitalized for pregnancy-induced blood clots. And then most recently, yeah, it's a lot. Most recently, my brother was diagnosed this past spring with embryonal carcinoma, stage 3A, which is a rare and aggressive form of testicular cancer. And so I was ready to just give it up, because I felt like I was just a world away in Switzerland and Europe, and I realized I couldn't be away from my family for 9 months out of the year. They needed me, I needed them. I just couldn't take the pain that my family was going through and just being alone in Switzerland.
It was too far.
It was too heavy, it was too far. So I was hoping that I was going to be able to play in the States, but it's so competitive. This is just one of the most competitive leagues in the entire world. So I was willing to give that up if that opportunity wasn't going to come.
But you know what? There is something about obedience, and he will make a way. And you listened, and you at the time you felt like, okay, I don't want to give it up, but you put it on the line, and you put it, and you did, and you were rewarded in the end. You came back to the game. You play professionally again. And I already asked you what it felt like. I guess I should have asked the question in turn, but my goodness, I know you're on top of the world all over again. Maybe this mountain peak is a little bit higher than the first one because of everything you've been through since then. Tell me, what are we looking forward to most as we get into preparing for the season and all the things going forward?
Yeah, well, I'm just like incredibly grateful, especially to Shannon, for giving me this opportunity. And the fact that I get to show up every single day and play with this amazing group of women and live in this amazing community like we talked about that is just so supportive of the sport of volleyball. And I just can't wait for everyone to see the work that we've been putting in and to feel the energy, feel the aggression that we come to the court with every single day and get to watch us succeed, because I would say hopefully, but I know we're going to succeed.
Yeah, well, you know for sure. Coach, I'm coming to you because even as I watch her tell her story, I'm realizing that even though volleyball is the big part of this, it's more about the human connection, I think, as well, and what you guys get to grow with each other and what you do. And so are you guys like family? Because I know you guys flew down here a month ago, or kind of have conjoined about a month ago, and it already seems like you guys are so tight.
Honestly, a month in, we've gelled really, really well. I think relationships are super important. I mean, there's a certain level of trust that's required for us to do what we do, and you get to know each other on a really personal level. So I'd say we're getting there. We're definitely starting to feel like family, and Caroline got me fired up listening to her talk.
I know, right? I'm ready for the rest of the day. Listen, okay? There will be a peak. There is a mountaintop.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you guys both for being here this morning, sharing your story and being vulnerable with us, but also preparing us for all of the fabulous things that are coming. Dallas Pulse kicks off their inaugural home season January 10th at Comerica Center in Frisco. Go to provolleyball.com and select teams and Dallas Pulse to find tickets and schedules and so much more.